Welcome to Engineering Scale Models presents Tabletop Strategies. This is tips and tricks for tabletop board games. I do models and tabletop board games. Currently I'm working on some tabletop board games. And I have a new game I want to introduce on the channel today. We're going to take an unboxing look and show you my initial thoughts. It is Cthulhu, Death May Die. It is the unboxing of the retail version. I'm going to give you my initial thoughts. I have taken the plastic off the game and I know nothing else. I know what some of the cards do from research I've done before purchasing the game. But let's go to the overhead view and take a look what's inside this box. It is nice art. Yes, my box was damaged when it arrived. I'm not happy about that. Let's see if I can get some credit off of the price of it, because I don't like a damaged box. But this is a game by Simon Games and Guillotine Games. If you watch my Zombicide stuff, you know I love Simon and Guillotine Games. So here is the back of this. It says, "The ritual is nearly complete. The unspeakable old ones will enter our world. You can't stop it. You have to destroy them." So it's got a nice component overview. It's got, looks like some investigators, some monsters, and it looks like it's a decent size, or a smaller size footprint. It's 1 to 5 players, 14 up, 90 to 120 minutes. So I'm going to be playing this solo, and we're going to see what happens. It says there's 6 different episodic stories, and I believe there's 2 elder ones in this box. I have another one I'm going to unbox soon, and some other stuff. So let's take a look at what's inside. I have not opened this yet, so let us take a look here. It looks like we have the investigator cards. They are a little large for my liking, but they have a lot going on. So it seems like it's going to be an interesting game. It doesn't seem like there's too much. The rule book is not too extensive. Nice. Oh, this is the board that you run everything on. So hopefully I'll be able to set this up in a good way that you all can see it. But let's take us a look at, thought that was some like wall art. But let's take a look at what's inside this investigators bundle here. I haven't looked at any of these. Maybe I can come up with who I'm going to play. I have to open this here. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So we have, this is Adam. Let's see if it will fit on my sideboard here. It does not all fit, but this is basically Adam. You can see his starting skills. This camera has a horrible time focusing, so, but that's Adam. I'm going to use the main overhead camera just to show you this. Here is Adam, and then you have Rasputin. This guy's pretty cool. Looks like he's got a way, if he dies, he can come back. So then you have Elizabeth. You have Fatima. And then Ahmed. Borden. Ian. Ian only has one arm. The Kid. Ha 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 ha. Little pyromancer objection there. We have Morgan, your Indiana Jones version, and then you have Sister Beth. So it's a good amount of investigators to start with. I believe I have another box coming that has 17 additional investigators. If you look at these boards, you have, I believe this is your insanity track, and as you get to these spots, you can upgrade your skills. Then you have your stress, which allows you to re-roll, and then you have your health marker, and then when you're dead. And they each have 3 abilities. The top one is a special ability that is unique to that character, and then there's just abilities that some other people may have too. And as you level them up, they get better and better. And as you hit, like I said, as you hit these reds, it's nice. And then you can hold some discovery cards. We'll look at that when we get to them. And then also it has your turn order on it. So you have your 3 actions you can take, then you would draw a Mythos card, and then investigate or fight, and then resolve into turn effects. So it seems pretty well laid out on these cards. So I don't know what the minimum number of players you need to play yet. I haven't got into the rules or anything, but I'm looking forward to it. And then we have a rule book. Let's see here. So 10 investigators, 18 monsters, and 10 cultists. Then you have some tentacle markers, a lot of dice. You got black dice and green dice, and 17 double-sided board tiles, some insanity cards, and 6 episode boxes here. It's nice, from what I understand, they put everything in a box, so that makes it nice. And then you have overview, picking your episodes, your elder ones, and then your enemies, your investigators, tiles and spaces, and then dice and checks, your setup, turn sequence. It's a very well laid out rule book, talking about your whole turn order. It's only 19 pages. There is an index on page 19, so it's not very long. It doesn't look very complicated. Nice rules summary on the back, so everything you can do tells you everything that you got going on. So let's take a look at what else we have. The cardboard. Wow, this is very well organized in here. So this looks nice. So it looks like it comes with Cthulhu and Hastor. So we'll take a look at that. Let's just look at some of these boards here. See what the quality of their punching is. I've never had a problem with Simon and Guillotine games like Zombicide. Big fan of Massive Darkness. It's another one of their games I'm a huge fan of. Never had any issues with those games. Well, that's just not gonna break. So it looks like the board tiles have got a bunch of different shapes on them. So then we got some health tokens, different rooms, double-sided tokens. So then we have, looks like conditions maybe. Talks about the skills you may gain. Some cool wavy looking board tiles. I believe this is your like your elder one, advancing one on the storyboard, and just health markers, more tiles, and then wow, a large room, very large room. That might be where you fight the bad boys at. So you get 4 punch boards of cardboard with your tiles on it. Now I don't want to do any spoilers on this, so we're gonna take a look at this box here. I like the way that this is organized. So we're gonna slide this off here, and it looks like we have our investigators, our insanity cards, our dice, and our rings. That's what's in this one. And our sanity cards, not insanity. Maybe it is insanity. So let's put tape on this. Looks like this may be 3 stacks high. This is pretty nice with their organizational system here. I like this a lot. I wish more games made it a way that you could put things away and things like that. You have to pull off all the tape though. So we got through that. So we have our investigators. The miniatures look fantastic. Just like any Simon game, the miniatures are amazing. So Sister Beth with her gun and her dagger. Got your bases for your players. And then we got our monsters. Wow, these look incredible. Look at the detail on these guys. I wish I had a good camera with one of them turntables so I could show you all this stuff up close. So then you have your tentacle tokens for marking all the stuff on the player's boards. And it appears we have the cultist and the other monsters. Not quite sure what those monsters are. And it even gives you a way to put the stuff back on the two boards on top of this. So it tells you where all the heroes are going to be placed. And then it also tells you where the enemies are going to go when you go to put everything away. So that's always very nice. And then it also has this nice sleeve that will slide over it to keep it all together before you take it out of the when you go to take it out of the box, so it doesn't fall apart. That's very nice. Looks like we have another tape thing here. So it appears to be more monsters. Big fan of the way that this is organized in the box. And I like the fact that you just grab the boxes out that you're playing with. No need to try to sort out a bunch of different cards. This is something here. That is amazing. And if I was a good painter, I would paint this stuff up. But that is just cool. Use these in some other games too, maybe. Some abominations for Zombicide, Cthulhu based Zombicide. Check that out. So you got 4 minis there. They don't have a sleeve to hold them together, but I think that'll be alright. Now, I'm not going to open these. I'm just going to look at these. You have episode 1 through 6, and in the back of this is your episode card, and then you have all the different tokens, markers, discovery cards, and monster cards that you're going to be using, and some mythos cards. So you have 6 of these in this box on season 1. I have season 2 coming, so hopefully that's 6 also. This was the first one, Blasphemous Alchemy. All the good stuff in here, lab tokens, fire tokens, monster cards. And I believe on the episode card it tells you how to set up the board. So that's very interesting. And now let's take a look at the beast boxes. These are your enemies. This is Cthulhu. Let's see how this is organized in here. Open this up. It looks like we have his mythos cards on top. So that's nice. His enemy cards. And it looks like his the enemies are on the back, and then his actual I believe there's 4 cards, 4 stages you have to fight him in. I'm not going to spoil any of that. I will be doing a playthrough. And then you have these tokens here, and then a nice little spot to store the tokens in here. And you have your 2 miniatures. I believe this is Cthulhu himself and the Star Spawn. So again, nicely packaged. Will go back in the box very well. You can store everything in there. So that's very nice. Huge fan of this. I passed on this game many times because I just thought it wasn't going to be... I thought it was going to be like a Fantasy Flight game where it's just a grueling fight. And yes, I play Zombicide Hardcore. But, a grueling fight to where you lose more than you win. I don't mind losing if it's a great game, but I just don't like losing for the sake of losing when there was really nothing you could do to prevent it. So, in a lot of games like Arkham Horror, the card game, sometimes you just lose and it's not your fault. Nothing you could have done to prevent it, and it's just a bad chain of events happen. So there's Cthulhu. Let's check out these punch boards here. Wow, they punch real nice, and they just would go in that little spot right there. Look at that. Nice little spot for these to go into. Punch right out real nice. Just punch out these last 4. Not sure. I don't know if there's like a training mission or a tutorial, but I'll take a look and see which one I want to play first. I know there's a lot of playthroughs with people playing with Cthulhu, so if I can help it, I will try to do Hastor, so you guys can see a different kind of playthrough that's not on YouTube right now. So that is the Cthulhu box. Very well organized. I don't need to find a storage system for this. Everything is going to store in this box, and that is just fantastic. So let's see this one. We have the Mythos cards for Hastor. Then again we have some tokens here, and it looks like we have Hastor with 4 dudes with Tommy guns. That's exciting. And then we have the minions of Hastor on the back. So I'm not going to open these. I don't want to spoil anything. Like I said, I don't want to do any spoilers in the video, so you guys will watch it. And if you want to see everything, all the spoilers and stuff, you guys can watch the playthroughs or just skip through the playthroughs to see what you want to see. So, hoping to run this alongside my Resident Evil 2 stuff and my Zombicide stuff. I have a lot of Zombicide content ready to go, so I got time to do another game here. These miniatures are just amazing. Just amazing. So, and I like how these guys kind of look like cultists, but they made the cultists red, so you're not going to get them mixed up on the board. So, you know, that's going to be nice. It's nice because when you get the tape off, you can just leave that in there and just pull this top off and get your miniatures out. You know, they just pop right out. You don't have to ever take that bottom piece out again. And then you can just throw in your tokens, little dish right there for the round ones. And then you have Hastor, and then you have his Mythos cards. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what the other Ancient Evil, Elder ones they have. Like I said, Yogg-Sothoth is one that I have gotten. I also got the Black Goat expansion, and also Season 2, and then some third-party Kickstarter stuff. I didn't kickstart it, but I got the Unspeakable ones or something, Kickstarter exclusive bundle. This was offered to me from a company from Australia, and he's an old friend of mine, and I told him, he said he had some stateside, so he's hooking me up. I couldn't get it I can't get anything from him out of Australia right now due to the virus, so I had to pick this because it was stateside. So I got this. This is very exciting. I've watched a how to play video from Learn to Play Games and Learn to Play the Game. It was very informative. He did a great job. If I can remember, I'll put a link to the description, a link in the description for his channel. But he seemed to explain everything very well. Had a couple questions after watching it, but I'm sure once I read through the rule book, I will understand everything more clearly. So, and again, the storyboard's nice. You put the ancient one up here as he moves. He spawns in red. It's got a spot for all your stuff. I'm hoping I can put it on my little side table here, get that camera to focus, and you guys can see it at all times, and then I can have the investigators on the table. So I'm going to leave that rule book out. So this is Cthulhu, Death May Die. This is the core retail box, none of the Kickstarters in this. And if you want to see me, I'll be posting pictures of the gameplay and what the boards look like and setup and stuff on my Instagram. You can visit these social media sites to see that stuff. I normally post links to my videos and stuff on Twitter and Instagram. So, and also you can check out all the Zombicide content if you like Zombicide or CMON games. You can check out all that stuff too. And then also you can visit my Patreon page. Currently I am going to have some Zombicide stuff up there, and then you don't have to support me to see any of the stuff on there. But if you do want to help the channel grow, allow me to get more stuff and start doing models again, you can help support the channel, and I can grow that way and get a little bit help to offset like my editing services and things like that. So thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and happy gaming.